Hi. Um, I have not got any better at using iMovie, but I am going to try and be faster. So today, it's Monday again, so we're going to talk about music again. Just pretend that I don't look like a wreck. I was at work all day and I didn't. And I kind of almost forgot to do this video, to be honest with you. It looks like I'm wearing eyeliner on one side, but not the other. But today we're talking about 90s songs. So I was only alive for 6 years of the 90s. I was born in 1994. So I don't have a ton of memories of 90s songs. I have a lot of early 2000 songs that I'm very into. But I picked 12. I picked 12 songs from the 90s that I really like and that I am going to talk about today. But like I said, I'm going to try to be fast because I tend to rant. So the first one I have is Unpretty by TLC. That is a classic song. I love it. Love, love, love it. And I have a specific memory from it because I was not allowed to watch the music video as a kid. Because I believe it showed, I haven't really seen it recently either, but I believe it shows like plastic surgery operations procedures taking place. And I don't think my mom wanted me to watch it. Maybe it was gruesome, maybe it was graphic. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But I know that the music video would come on, and I was like, ooh. I probably didn't want to see it myself either. But the song is fantastic. Unpretty by TLC. Please listen to it if you have not. It's so good, and it's kind of a joke, but it's a pretty song. I like the lyrics a lot, and it is like something to think about. It kind of gives you something to think about. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I fell back into the song because of the cover they did on Glee. I think that was such a good cover. I'm not ashamed. I used to be into Glee. So that's a good one. Very good song. Next up, another 90s song that I'm into. I should have written down the years that they came out. I did double check last night to make sure they did all come out in the 90s, but some of them were like 1999. I think Unpretty was 1999. And so is this one, I believe. The song Blue by Eiffel 65. I'm blue, abadi, 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 abada, abadi, abada. I was super, super into that song when I was a kid, and it would like come on the TV, and I was so excited. And like my siblings would make fun of me for liking that song because obviously it's such a stupid song, but it's so darn catchy. And they played it in the beginning of Iron Man 3, do you remember? And it made me so happy. I was like, this was my song when I was a kid. I loved that song. And a bunch of people would say, it says, if I was green, I would die. But they're really not saying that. They're just making sounds. I would die. So that's the classic song. You know you love it. I sound like Gossip Girl right there. Next up, I have Tub Thumping, which is still the greatest song ever. If you guys have seen the episode of Sunny where they play Charlie McDennis, they say, what's the best band ever? And of course, it's Chumbawamba because they have Tub Thumping, a classic, classic song. And my friend Kim was upset because last week I talked about songs that sound like different songs, and I didn't mention Tub Thumping, but it sounds like different songs. She thought it was three different songs. She thought it was I Get Knocked Down and I Get Up Again was part of it, was one song, and then she thought He Drinks a Whiskey Drink, He Drinks a Vodka Drink is another song, and then Donny Boy, or Johnny Boy, whatever version you're listening to. She thought that was a third song. So three different songs, but it's just one amazing, fantastic song because if I get knocked down, I will get up again. It's inspirational. It's awesome. And it's in all capitals in my phone. You can't see my screen, but I typed Tub Thumping into my notes, and it's like Tub Thumping in all caps because I'm very excited about it. Another one is Everything You Want by Vertical Horizon, and that one also came out in '99, I think. So most of mine are from the later '90s because I was born, like I said, in '94. So I was 5 years old, I guess, when most of these songs I was super into them, which I think is still kind of young. But Everything You Want by Vertical Horizon was so good, and it's so like I feel like it's perfect for like being angsty about like a TV show or something like that where you're like, if only she could see that this guy was perfect for her, but no. Because it goes like, I'm everything you want, I'm everything you need, I'm everything inside of you that you wish you could be. I say all the right things at exactly the right time, but he means nothing to you and you don't know why, or something like that. I think it's something like that, but I like that song a lot. And they also have a song in Bruce Almighty, that same band, Vertical Horizon, and it's called You're a God, and I actually really love that song too. But that's not a '90s song. I think that movie came out in 2003 or 2004, so forget I said anything. Next up is Stop by the Spice Girls. And I know what you're thinking. If you're going to pick a song from the Spice Girls, it's supposed to be Wannabe. But I'm just being honest here, you guys. Wannabe is an amazing song, but Stop was the song that was in my head all the time when I was a kid. I was, young, 4, 5, 6, and that was the song that I was super, super into. Nowadays, I obviously listen to Wannabe more and Spice Up Your Life. Those are classics. But Stop, I still sing it sometimes, and I was super into that song. I remember like walking around my downstairs in my old house because it was a circle, and I'm obsessed with spinning in circles. You can ask anybody. And so I would just like walk around and be like, stop right now. Thank you very much. I need somebody with a human touch. Hey, you, always on the run. Gotta slow down, baby. Gotta have some fun. Now, I know that you didn't expect such an angelic voice coming out of me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm the worst singer of all time, but I don't care at all. But that is a good song, and you should listen to it. Spice Girls, they're my girls. I wish I had seen them in concert. They did like a reunion tour not that long ago, and I would have loved to go to that. But I have no friends. My Heart Will Go On. Oh, of course, this is one. I saw Titanic in theaters when I was 3 years old. Changed my life. One of my favorite movies ever. One of the greatest songs ever. Oh my gosh, I love that song. It's so good. And Amanda and I will belt it out in the car. Or we used to slow balloon to it in freshman year of college. And we would just hit that balloon back and forth, and we would really get into the song, and we'll like kind of scream it because we love it so much. It's such a good song. I have so many good memories with it because Titanic is the best movie. And then also it's the song that they play at the 21 Pilots concerts whenever they're over. The stereo plays My Heart Will Go On, and so that always puts a good feeling in me because 21 Pilots concert is my favorite place in the world to be, so it makes me very happy. But way, way, way before I was into 21 Pilots, obviously, I loved Celine Dion. Mom had a couple of her CDs, and I would listen to those. And My Heart Will Go On is a fantastic song. It deserves all the awards in the world. And I'd be cool if it was the only song in the world. I love it. I love it so much. Speaking of which, next week I should do my all-time favorite songs because I got some good ones. I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. It was my favorite back then. It's still my favorite. I love that song. I love so many songs, by the Backstreet Boys. So much. But that one is obviously one of their most popular ones, and for good reason. It's so fun and so true, Just so true. They have so many good ones, though. I want to talk about all of their songs. As Long As You Love Me, I love that song. Backstreet's Back All Right. And one that was from their, do you guys remember Incomplete? That was when they like came back from their long hiatus. And I told my friend Amanda, I was like, when we were little kids, I was like, they're broken up forever. They're never coming back. And she was like, they're just on hiatus. And if I had just had the faith, because now they're back and it's awesome. Speaking of boy bands, no, I wasn't one who was like, I'm only Backstreet Boys, I'm only NSYNC. I like them both. Sue me. My favorite NSYNC one is Tearing Up My Heart. Love that song, and I'll still go pretty hard when that comes on. And I know Bye 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 is like a classic, and I love it too. But Tearing Up My Heart, oh, it gets to you. It's one of those pop ballads that you feel deep in your heart, because it tears up your heart when I'm with you, and when we are apart, I feel it too. No matter what I do, is that what it is? I feel the pain. So you can't win. You feel the pain no matter what. Oh, the angst. It's so dramatic. I'm sorry that I keep looking at my phone. I don't remember what songs I picked. I did it last night. Wonderwall. Oh my gosh. Okay. I know that it's so overplayed and it's such a cliche. And it's like, anyway, here's Wonderwall. But it's a fantastic song. Have you guys watched Lost? You should watch Lost. Because, this isn't why you should watch Lost. But there's an episode of Lost where Charlie's playing Wonderwall. And it's a really good episode. It's called Flashes Before Your Eyes. You can tell again that I did not plan this video at all. But it's about Desmond like flashing back, and Charlie's playing Wonderwall, and it's awesome. It's so good. That barely has anything to do with what I'm talking about. It's just tangentially related. I'm not as smart as I pretend to be. But that's a good song, and it'll always be a good song no matter how many people cover it, no matter how many times we hear it. They played it at the Eiffel Tower. Or they were playing in front of the Eiffel Tower when I went there over the summer, and I was like, oh, anyway, here's Wonderwall in front of the Eiffel Tower. I'm going to post that on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram. And so that's a really good song. Obviously, Champagne Supernova is another good one by them, but I didn't look up when that came out. So I think it's from the same album, right? What's the Story, Morning Glory, I think. So it's probably the same, but I picked Wonderwall, even though they're both really good. Good Riddance by Green Day. It reminds me of Seinfeld, of course, every time because the penultimate episode of Seinfeld it was like a clip show and they played that song and it was really, really emotional and like heartwarming and sweet. So it always reminds me of Seinfeld. But it also reminds me of when I was in, I think, 10th grade, maybe ninth grade. And they were doing over the loudspeaker, they were asking the seniors to pick what they wanted their prom song to be. And one of the ones they played was Good Riddance. But nobody really knows or I don't mean nobody, but a lot of people don't know that it's called that because it's time of your life in parentheses. And that's what they say in the song. So I was going to be like, Good Riddance, and like make a joke, but I was really shy in high school, which is weird. But if that happened now, I would definitely make that joke. And it's a horrible joke, but I would feel good about it anyway. But that's such a good song. Like, it really is so sweet, and it's emotional, and it's nostalgic. And I love Green Day, and that was probably one of the first songs that I heard by them when I was a little kid. And it was awesome, and it still is awesome. I'm almost done. I have 12 total songs, so I think I have 2 more. Yes. This one, actually, I'm going to do it in a different order. I want to end on the other one. But next up, I have Believe by Cher. And this song I included because I would listen to this in the car with my mom. And it's like really high pitched. You know, Cher has that unique voice. She's like, I believe in life after love. And it was like so dramatic. My mom and I would listen to that in the car, and it was my jam. And I would think about it even recently, and I was like, Mom, what is that song that we used to listen to in the car? And I think it was by Cher. And she was like, oh, I think it's called Believe. So I checked it, and it did come out in the 90s, and it was excellent. I don't know. I was going to say I don't know why I knew that song, but I'm sure it was on the radio. It probably wasn't just something that my mom listened to. It was probably on Top 40 radio. And then the last one, I switched these two because I said I wanted to talk about this one last. The song I'll Be by Edwin McCain. You definitely know it, even if you think you don't. And this one is my Dawson's Creek song. And I know they played a lot of other songs in Dawson's Creek, and they've played I'll Be in a lot of different things, but it always, always reminds me of Dawson's Creek because I watched that when I was a little kid. They would play it on TBS in the mornings. And I'm not sure if it was in the 90s that I heard it or the 2000s, but it's a song from the 90s. And I would watch Dawson's Creek in the morning, and that was like my first exposure to so many things. Dawson's Creek, I mean. And they played I'll Be. And I think like Joey was climbing through Dawson's window maybe when it was happening or did he climb? Yeah, she climbed through his window, right? Or did he climb through her window? I haven't watched it in forever, but I think she climbed through his window, right? Because it was his creek. I have got to watch that show again because when I was a kid and I watched it, wait, I'm gonna get so off top, but just really fast. When I was a kid and I watched it, I was like, oh, Dawson and Joey, but like now I know better. It's Pacey and Joey all the way. But that song reminds me of that show. I'll be the greatest fan of your life. I'll be something when I'm older. I don't remember the words right now off the top of my head. I'll be your crying shoulder. It's a really good song, and you should listen to it. Have the real guy, Edwin McCain, sing it, not me, because I can't sing at all. I tried to make this video short. It is longer than last week, and I'm sorry. I should probably rehearse. I don't have time, honestly. I'm at work all day, and then I almost forget to do the video. But those are my 12 favorite songs of the 90s. Just to run through them really quickly. Again, we got Unpretty, we got Blue, we got Tub Thumping, Everything You Want, Stop, My Heart Will Go On, I Want It That Way, Tearing Up My Heart, Wonderwall, Good Riddance, I'll Be, and Believe. So I hope some of those we have in common. Please let me know. Shout out to all my friends that watched this last week because you're the only ones that are watching it, and I appreciate you. Kim, you're cool. Emily, you're cool. Viv, Jeannie, Anna, Andrea, you guys are cool. Virginia, you're cool. I said Emily already. I don't have a lot of friends. I don't think I even told Amanda about this, but thanks, Amanda. Thank you to, I don't have a lot of friends. It's hard on me. Amanda and Kim and Emily and Virginia and Viv and Jeannie and Anna and Andrea and Haley. Haley, you're awesome. And Heather, you're awesome. You guys are awesome. I know I just said awesome. And I'm sorry this video is so long and so frantic, but I love you guys. And I will do another one next week if I remember, and I hope I remember. Because I would like to do my favorite songs of all time, but this has been my favorite songs of the 90s. And I forgot to mention